greatest gift. Hear my story, can you hear me? God's love is the greatest gift. Jesus brings joy to the world. It's the best news that you've heard. God sent Jesus at the perfect time. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Everyone is invited to worship Jesus. He saved mankind. That's right, he freed us. Jesus is the Savior God promised. There's no gift better than the gift of Jesus. Jesus brings joy to the world. It's the best news that you've heard. God sent Jesus at the perfect time. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare Him room, and heaven and nature sing. Come on, friends! Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. It's Callie! What we gonna do today? We're gonna learn and play, sing a song and pray. That's right. God really loves us. God really, really cares about you, me, our families. That's right. God's always right there. Let me fix my curls. You've tuned into Callie's world. That's right, boys and girls. Welcome to Callie's world. Hey, friends. Merry Christmas! It's that time again. Time for the Ferguson Family Christmas Feast. I just kind of made up that name. Just now, actually. It's a dinner that my family has every year at Christmas time, where we invite family and friends to come and celebrate Jesus' birth with us. I'm setting the table and, wondering how many plates I should set. I mean, who knows who might come and how many? Do you want to help? Usually, it's me, my mom, my dad, and my little brother. That's 4. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 plates. Sometimes Chip comes. That's 5. Maybe Stacy too? That's 6. Wow, that's a lot of people. This is going to be the best Ferguson Family Christmas Feast ever!
Hey, Callie! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, Chip! Welcome to the Ferguson Family Christmas Feast!
Ooh, great name. You just make it up?
Yeah, how'd you know?
'Cause I know you, Callie. It's a great name for it. Really fun and friendly and makes me feel fuzzy. Warm and fuzzy.
Thanks, Chip. You're a little early.
Oh, that's because I wanted to let you know that my 2 cousins are coming. Blip and Skip.
Huh? Wait, your name is Chip, and you have 2 cousins named Blip and Skip?
Yeah, why?
Oh, nothing. Okay, I'll make room for them. So that's 6 plus 2 more. That's 8.
Oh, and also, I was out collecting acorns earlier and I just kind of yelled up into the tree, "Christmas party!" at Callie's house. So...
Did you hear anyone answer?
Yes.
How many?
10... No. 20.
Chip?
Hey, Chip. Hi, Callie. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. You're here early too.
Yeah, I wanted to let you know that I mentioned the Ferguson family Christmas feast to a couple of friends. I think they're gonna come.
What? No. This is not how it was supposed to go.
What's wrong, Callie?
Well, I know we say that everyone is invited to our yearly Christmas dinner, but I just never thought that everyone would actually come. I thought it would only be my family and my closest friends. We would eat together and then sing Christmas songs. And then we'd read the story about Jesus' birth together. Just us! But now it looks like we're also going to have Blip and Skip and a whole bunch of other people. Why is this bothering me so much? I need to keep wondering about this while we check out our Bible story for today.
Today's Bible story comes from Matthew chapter 2. The Savior that God promised was finally here. It was Jesus, who was born as a baby to Mary. It was a joyful time. Now, King Herod was the king when Jesus was born. And Magi, or wise men, traveled into town. The Magi were following a star that would bring them to where Jesus was born. They knew the star was leading them to a very special king. So they came to see King Herod and ask where the new king was. They told Herod they wanted to worship him. King Herod was not happy to hear about this new king. After all, wasn't he the king? Herod asked some important people where the Savior was born. The people looked through all their books and records. They found out that God's promise was that the Savior would be born in Bethlehem. So King Herod sent the Magi to Bethlehem. He told them to let him know when and where they found baby Jesus. Herod told them he wanted to worship Jesus too, but this was not true. Herod was planning on getting rid of Jesus once he found out where Jesus was. The Magi continued following the star until it stopped over the place where Jesus was staying. The Magi were filled with joy to finally find Jesus. They worshiped Jesus and gave Jesus gifts. Don't worry, King Herod didn't find Jesus. The Magi got a warning in a dream that told them not to go back to Herod because Herod did not plan to worship Jesus at all. But the Magi were excited to finally get to worship Jesus. We are invited to worship Jesus too. Jesus was God's gift to everyone, so it makes sense that everyone is invited to worship Jesus.
The Magi came such a long way to worship Jesus. They never even stopped to wonder if they were invited. They just knew that everyone was invited to worship Jesus.
Oh, I love that part of the Christmas story. Also, the Magi brought gifts to Jesus when they got there. That reminds me, I brought some things for the Ferguson family Christmas fest.
You did?
Yep, I brought some rolls and my grandma's famous extra chocolatey hot chocolate.
I brought something too. I brought my world famous acorn pudding and some acorn pie. It's just like pecan pie, but with acorns. It's the best.
I also brought some chairs for my house, just in case we need some extra places around the table.
I was a little worried about everyone showing up for the Ferguson family Christmas feast, but I'm not anymore, because I know we'll have enough. And the reason people are coming isn't really because of the food or the fun. Though it is gonna be super fun! They're coming for the same reason the Magi came so long ago. They're coming to worship Jesus. Oh! It's getting pretty close to the time we actually start the party. We have to do something first.
What?
Well, it's kind of tradition for me to sing the first Noel while we get ready for everyone to come. Noel, 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 Noel. Born is the King of Israel. Everyone is invited to worship Jesus. Merry Christmas, everyone! Thanks for learning and growing with us. Peace out!
Merry
Merry Christmas!